Hey guys, so today I'm going to be talking about bulimia, and I'm going to try to tell you guys the truth about it to the best of my knowledge. So, most people have this big idea about wanting to be skinny or wanting to change something about themselves. And they say, oh, I hate my body, I hate being this way, or skinny, and really, really small, skinny girls will be like, oh my god, I'm so fat, and some of them say it just to get attention from people, but then there's other people who are like stick thin, and they're saying, I'm fat, I hate my body, but they say it on the inside, and they say it through their actions. And people, when people are talking about eating disorders, like, the first thing that comes to most people's mind is anorexia and the girls whose bones are like absolutely showing, and people don't realize that every other addiction, like, all of them are different, and you just can't look at someone and know they have an addiction to something. You have to actually get to know that person and talk to them. And people nowadays, they don't really associate, the media doesn't, society, yeah, that's where I was going. Society doesn't focus on bulimia as an eating disorder. It's been talked about, but it's not something that's like a huge awareness thing. And when someone has bulimia, you can't always tell, because most people that get bulimia, they are usually normal, average weight, or just a little bit overweight. Like, they're not big people, they're not heavy. And when somebody is going through bulimia, they're less likely to tell you, because people automatically get the idea, like, oh my god, they make themselves throw up, that's sick, that's disgusting, and they don't, it's not even like that. Like, if you've been through bulimia, you know that it's not just some nasty, gross thing that you just do. It's something that you fight every day, and something that's like, it's bothering me. It's an everyday fight, just like anorexia is. Those people that don't want to eat, bulimia, like bulimics, half the time they don't even want to eat either. They are so uncomfortable with their body that they will just do anything that they possibly can, like constant exercise and eating a lot, or eating just enough to go puke. And once they do, like, they get a relief from that, because, well, everybody's case is different, but with me, it started because I saw a lot of other girls that were really pretty, and I saw girls that were pretty, and I was like, oh my god, they're beautiful, like, I want to be like that. And I was already in so much emotional pain from, like, self-harm for, like 3.5 years, that I was like, okay, well, I already messed my body up by cutting, it's not like I'm gonna be pretty anyway, so if people can't see my scars, they can't judge me, they can't be like, oh, you're ugly. So, but I felt ugly on the inside, so I was like, I'm gonna change how I look on the outside, even if it's really hard and it kills me on the inside. So I got into this constant battle of, well, do I eat today, or, when can I binge and purge, when can I get this out, when can I have another chance to take this weight off of me that makes me feel so ugly, and eventually I got really, really good at giving excuses why I didn't want to eat. Or when I did eat, I would make sure I ate a lot in front of my family so they wouldn't suspect anything was wrong. And then day after day, like, it just got worse and worse and worse, and I didn't want to give it up because I was already in self-harm, and I already knew what that was all about, and I couldn't do it anymore because I was, in treatment for it for 5 days. So, well, not just 5 days, like, I was in a hospital for 5 days, and all that stress, how hard it was to go, and, have to openly tell people how hard it was. Oh, well, not how hard it was, have to openly tell people, like, I was a cutter and I didn't even know them, like, that was horrible, and I wasn't about to go through that again. So I just got even more addicted to just losing weight and losing weight. And it is so true when they say you're never happy with your weight, because you're not. Like, my family started to tell me, well, Marissa, you're losing a lot of weight, you need to quit, I don't see what you're doing, I know you have gym in school, but you're not being able to fit into your clothes, and we're gonna have to go buy you new ones. And I was like, oh, whatever, I'm not losing any weight, because I didn't see it. I mean, I felt that my clothes were different, but I looked just as fat as I felt, on the outside before I started, if... What? Every time someone would tell me, like, oh my god, you look so good, you look different, you're losing weight, like, I would be like, on one hand, I'd be like, yes, I'm losing weight, even though I don't see it, other people do. And then, on the other hand, like, it was really bad, because that would give me another push to be like, okay, people are noticing, so you're not dead yet, so just keep doing it and keep doing it. And eventually, like, it gets to be too much, and it was too easy to hide for me, from myself. Like, not hide from people, but it was too easy to just stay in denial and do it every day than to come to the fact that I had another addiction that was killing me. So, for a while I stopped, and it was hard, and then I got back into it again this past year, and it just completely took me down, and I was always sick and cold, and I was weak. And I had a best friend at the time that was going through the same thing, but she didn't eat, and we were there for each other, all the time. And situations happened where we don't talk now, and we don't really have any kind of communication, and it's hard because I know that if she's still as insecure as she was, then she's still probably doing those things that are harmful to her, and she knows me well enough to know that I'm thinking about, all the times that I lost my weight and how I'm gaining a little bit back now. She knows it's probably stressful for me. But anyway, enough of that. The main point of this video is to tell you, don't just automatically assume that someone doesn't have an eating disorder because they're bigger or they look like what you would say was normal. Emphasis on the bunny ears right here. You have to be open-minded, and you have to know that not everybody that is, like 80 pounds has an eating disorder. It happens to anybody. It can happen to you. It happened to me. It happened to my friends. So, it's a video to shed a little awareness.